Hey everybody, welcome back to Pete's Kawasaki Cycle. Today I've got something a little bit different for you. I'm going to do a candid walkthrough of this bike I've got here on the lift, kind of talk you through what's going on and my process as I begin to start this restoration. So what we have here is a 1972 Kawasaki S2 350. So that's the 350cc version of the Kawasaki triple two-strokes, and this bike here is actually pretty cool. It's the first year of the 350s, and it's really starting to come into its own with collectors. You know, a lot of people, you know, they know about the H2s, the H1s, 400s, but this particular model is starting to really come into its own, which is really cool to see with the smaller two strokes, and to have it on the lift is pretty special. So this particular bike belongs to a longtime family friend who's had it for a while and has decided it's time to restore it, so has asked for my help. So I'm gonna kind of go through the mechanical stuff, assist him with the rest of the restoration, and hopefully get this thing back to its former glory. Although my friend never had the bike running, he got it in quote running condition. We all hear that one a lot. But he was smart enough to do some preventative maintenance, you know, oil the cylinders, crank it over every couple of weeks, make sure that the motor stayed nice and free. So that was really nice to see when I got the bike. You know, oftentimes you get these and cylinders just lock up from sitting over time, so that was really nice. So basically, to start things off, just to get things out of the way, I removed the fuel tank, the seat, and the side covers. Just stripped them off the bike right away, so you got lots of space to work. I then pulled the carbs, which for the most part were pretty good. We had one stuck slide and one stuck enricher, but that's nothing uncommon for when these bikes sit for a while. So once the carbs and the intake manifolds were pulled, I of course checked the bottom of the crankcases for any oil that might have passed through a leaky injection check valve. Very, very important step. I'm not going to go into details, but if you want to learn more about that, there is a video in my YouTube channel dedicated entirely to checking for leaky check valves. But anyways, I checked the cases for oil, nothing. I think the center cylinder had a tiny little bit in the bottom, but to be perfectly honest, I believe it's probably just from my buddy oiling the cylinders over time and having a bit of residue, because it definitely was not injection oil that was sitting in the bottom. So that's really good news. All the check valves appeared to be fine. Obviously, I'm going to clean the points, going to go over the carbs, tear them down, clean them, rebuild them, change the oil, and then at that point, I'm going to attempt to fire up the bike and see how we're doing there. If the motor itself needs any more attention, we'll check the compression and all that stuff, obviously, as well. But yeah, before we tear this bike down completely, I just want to check pretty well all the systems over the bike, see where we're at, and then from there come up with a proper game plan for the actual teardown restoration. Yeah, overall this bike is in pretty decent shape, all things considered. Really looking forward to getting this thing running again. Go through, clean it up, make it shiny and pretty. I've never restored this particular model before, so this should be a lot of fun, and I'll keep you guys all updated. Till next time, guys, ride safe.